told you that there was a new Pokemon game that wasn't revealed yesterday. A huge curveball, I know, but hang with me because we got some brand new leaks to cover. Let's dive in. So obviously the Pokemon Day Presents was big on Pokemon ZA, and I am super excited for Pokemon Legends ZA, and that'll be the focal point of this video. But I do want to talk about this. Riddler-Ku, our known insider, which by the way, I'll come back to him as well, made a post yesterday that has a lot of people scratching their heads, myself included. Joe Merrick posted 2024, a year off then. Sweet. Of course, Joe Merrick, the webmaster of Cerebi.net, and Riddler-Ku responds with a face. This aligns directly with a handful of posts and rumors that we had seen that Unova remakes were indeed coming, and it is very possible that Pokemon opted to not announce the Unova remakes yesterday, but rather save them for a later announcement like in April and May as we get closer, because they don't need as long of a marketing cycle. Remember, they did this before. They released 2 games back-to-back, BDSP and Legends Arceus. It is very possible that there is going to be a Unova remake game, which would most likely be more faithful like BDSP was, that comes out later this year in 2024 in November. So stay tuned, because I really think this is possible. I'm not going to exclude this by any stretch of the imagination. I think there's a real possibility that we do get a Unova game. I'm not just coping. I really believe it, especially with this post here. So stay tuned for that. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the code name for Pokemon Legends ZA and how the Riddler actually correctly riddled and leaked this beforehand. But before I do that, I want to let you guys know that we're running a mega giveaway right now. 10 lucky winners. It's totally free to sign up. 10 lucky winners are going to get some awesome Celestial swag. You're going to get a booster box. You're going to get 2 of our new blister packs, and you're going to get a bundle of Shattered Stars, our brand new subscription pack. All of this is launching in March. It is a crazy time to get involved in Celestials, which is why you want to enter this giveaway for free right now. Check the link in the description. It takes a few seconds. You simply just follow us, join our Discord server, all that stuff. Very simple. You get more entries the more you do, and 10 lucky winners are going to win this awesome prize pack. I know you guys want to get involved, so do it. It's free, and you can check out my game and support. I really appreciate it. I'm putting my heart and soul into this. We're building an incredible community. If you join our Discord, you'll see that. Everyone's so awesome. We've got just a great community, and we got a long way ahead before the next Pokemon game, so join the fun with the Lestrals. I'd love to see you. Enter our giveaway for free in the description below. So on the website's metadata for Pokemon Legends ZA, it is confirmed that the code name of the game was Ikaku, which means intimidate. And if you remember, yesterday Riddler-Ku had made a post that indicated a few different things: Cursula, Palafin, and then 4 different Pokemon: Stoutland, Crocodile, Landorus, and Scrafty. All of which have the Intimidate ability, and a lot of people were confused as to what that could even mean. But ultimately, what he was hinting at was the previous code names, because Palafin, that game was codenamed Dolphin, and Cursula's code name was, I believe it was like Coastal or something like that. Let me pull it up. It was Coral, actually. So it makes sense that, you know, the code name for this game was going to be Intimidate, which is what it ultimately is. So that was what that Riddler-Ku post is all about. He was leaking the code name that it was going to be Intimidate. It turns out that that's interesting. And I find it fascinating that, you know, the code name for this game is Intimidate. I wonder what that's going to ultimately result in and ultimately mean. But anyone who tries to discredit Riddler-Ku at this point, you're really stretching. I know that his posts are far-fetched sometimes. I know that sometimes they're a little out there and hard to understand. But generally speaking, they tend to come back around and make sense once we have the full perspective. One of the Elestrals artists, Nani Nani, I love this person. They've actually designed some of our best Elestrals cards. They made a post yesterday on social media saying, we all got that, right? And if you look at the Pokemon Legends ZA logo, it is very clear that the ultimate weapon is represented here. But what's more is there's some interesting secrets involved in this logo that I think a lot of people have kind of glossed over. So first things first, you got this big ultimate weapon. This is said to be, you know, kind of a part of the whole Mega Evolution thing. A lot of pieces of this, obviously, with the big war, AZ, his Floette. You guys remember the story. So interesting stuff here. One thing to note is the Z has like the Zygarde hexagons on it, but the A has what seems to be like the veins of a leaf on the very bottom of it. I think that that's worth mentioning. And then to take it a step further, Joe Merrick highlights that the dash on the logo between the Z and the A actually has a little bit of blue and red tint in it, which could be indications of Xerneas and Yveltal, which we don't even know if they're going to exist in this timeline, if they're going to have new forms or any of that stuff. So we'll have to wait and see how that all plays out, but it seems as though there could be a very big tie-in to Xerneas and Yveltal. They're very carefully crafted into the logo. Ultimately, I'll be real, like, I do feel like the logo is kind of bad. I'm a little surprised coming from Pokemon. The Z and the A looks cool, but how they did the legends on the side, I feel like they could have done it a little bit better. But ultimately, I think there's some pretty interesting stuff there. And we see Jan here post, Z is obviously Zygarde, as we called out earlier, but the A could be a new legendary Pokemon. So we'll have to wait and see what that ultimately turns into. Is it going to be a new legendary? what is it? Is it going to be a new form? That could be another thing. Zygarde's got so many forms, as possibly as another form. And another point to this post is that they're releasing Pokemon Legends ZA simultaneously worldwide in 2025. If this doesn't confirm that there's going to be a new Nintendo Switch, I don't know what does, right? The idea that they're releasing simultaneously on what? Well, simultaneously on both consoles, the regular Nintendo Switch and the new Nintendo Switch. That's what it makes sense to me. We'll have to wait and see, but that could be very interesting. Pokemon Legends ZA, that could be really cool to have it on Switch 2 as well. Switching gears over here for Pokemon Legends ZA. If you guys didn't hear the news, this may be a bit of a downer for you. I'm on the hype train for this game, but it is confirmed that this game is going to take place entirely within Lumio City. That's right. We're going to be going to the past if you missed this, and you're going to be part of building up the city. So we know Lumio City as today. It's got the big tower in the middle with the electric gym, and you've got, you know, a big city with all these shops and everything. But we're going to be going in the past before Lumio City was this big kind of modernized city of you know, France and so on and so forth. And a lot of people are skeptical about that. Nintendo posted that it's entirely within Lumio City. It's clear that there's going to be battles and stuff like that, but my question is, like, how am I going to get my Pokemon? Where's the adventure? Is there still going to be an adventure? But there's some really cool aspects of this that I think are worth highlighting. First of all, Eclipse calls out, did you notice there's an upper and lower part of the city nearby Lumio's Canal? It feels like it's going to be quite big and full of alleys to explore. Not to mention you have the catacombs, which could play into a part here, where you can go underground and potentially find different types of Pokemon underground. You could also potentially go up in the sky and find various Pokemon there. And then the big thing, I really like this post from Ace Trainer Liam. He calls out that the Blueberry Academy terrarium is different. Humans built that to house different ecosystems. You can't get that in some random old city. But if you really think back to Lumios and you go off each of the four kind of cardinal directions of Lumio City, you get 4 pretty drastically different biomes. And again, I think Liam hit the nail on the head here. You've got like your swamp biome, you've got kind of a more plainsy kind of developed biome, you've got this more foresty kind of biome with higher grass, and then you've got kind of the rugged rocklands biome, which is where, you know, in theory, Volcanion might be lying. So I think, you know, we just got introduced to that with the terrarium. It's very, and it's a big circle, right? So Lumios is a big circle. It's very possible that Lumios is going to be divided into kind of little biomes, and it'll be a little bit more natural because, again, the city won't be developed. So we're going to be like kind of destroying the ecosystem as we build this city up, which I think is very interesting. Eclipse goes on to post that the outer blocks are all houses. Plenty seems visible. In the original games, there was a lot of points of interest, so I expect a lot more in Legends ZA, and you can kind of compare the two different you know, maps of what they gave us in the trailer yesterday, as well as kind of what we have in the past, you know, from the existing X and Y games. But man, I'll tell you what, I'm so excited. Peak PokeTubing. I got started doing Pokemon like hardcore during the X and Y era, so this is really fun for me. Like, you guys know I haven't been doing a ton of content as of late, but this could be the resurgence, man. I'm so excited for this. This is really fun stuff. So lots to explore here for Lumios. If you guys think I missed anything, let me know in the comment section below. I'll keep you guys updated on the news, leaks, rumors, and much, much more. Don't forget to enter our giveaway. You can enter it for free. 10 lucky winners are going to win this awesome prize pack for my game Alestrals. Just check us out. We're about to launch in March. All of our stuff is coming. The boat docks in like 4 days. We're about to go crazy. It's about to be a nuts summer for Alestrals, so don't miss out. This is your chance to get some free stuff, and also check out our awesome game. We're building something really incredible with the community, so I would love it if you stop by. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. I will see you guys in the next one. Show some love. Peace.